Hi, it's Marie. Today I'll have a really quick video. So if you've watched my past videos, you might know that I got an Etsy shop now. I thought about making some more products, and a while ago I made some different kinds of earrings, and one of them was kind of a bit galaxy-like, so I decided to recreate that, but in a lot of different colors and a bit optimized. And I'm gonna show you now how I did that, what the process was like, and how the final result looks. So yeah, cool. Alright, let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna use this sphere mold and some UV resin, and I'm just gonna put in a little bit. This is gonna be the planet that will hang from the earrings. And I'm just putting in a little bit of a base in here because I want to put in some gemstones and I don't want them to sink completely to the bottom. So after curing, I picked out all the different gemstones I'm gonna use. I chose 8 different colors: black, white, yellow, red, pink, blue, purple, and green. And I'm just gonna put in a little bit of them. These are kind of little gemstone shards of different stones. I have to admit I don't remember what all of these are called. After I'm done, I'm gonna take a little bit of mica pigment. I picked out a few different pigments according to the gemstone colors. And I'm gonna put this in this little bowl, this little pot, whatever it's called, and mix it with a bit of UV resin, plus also a little bit of white mica pigment to each one of them to kind of mellow them out a bit so they're a bit more pastel. Except for the black one, of course. The black one doesn't get any white because that would just make it gray. And then I'm filling them up and repeating that with every color there is. The red looks a little bit pinkish, but it's more orange red in real life, I promise. And the mica pigment gives the UV resin a nice bit of shine. There's my hair and my face, I'm sorry about that. But it just adds a little bit more dimension to the finished little planet. Then I'm gonna cure it under my UV lamp for a few minutes from both sides, so they're all properly cured. And then I'm gonna pop them out. And this is what they look like. Very pretty, very cute. Love the little bit of shine together with the gemstones in there. They just look really pretty. I'm happy with them. It's also just satisfying to see all of these colors. Next up, for the other earring, because of course earrings come in pairs, because most people have 2 ears. I want to have a little moon charm, and so I'm mixing some more UV resin with the mica pigment and putting it into the moon mold. Next up, for the little hoop of the earring, I don't have any pre-made hoops. So what I do is I use this thick and sturdy wire, and I wrap it around this watercolor bottle. It's a perfect size, it's really good. And I do that with both gold and silver, because I want to have these earrings in both gold and silver, because yeah, different people have different preferences. So here are the rings, pretty. This worked really well, they look really nice. And this is what it looks like in the end. So many little pieces and they all look so good. I love just sorting them by color, it's very satisfying. Anyway, I sanded off the little planets to make them a bit more smooth, and then I'm taking this little alcohol ink bottle because the lid is the perfect size. It's very hard, as you can see I'm struggling very hard. It wasn't easy, it kept slipping off. But it's the perfect size to make the little ring around the planet, because the planet is kind of gonna be like Saturn. I want to have this little ring around it because then you can really recognize it as a planet. And yeah, these little hoops, as you can see, they fit perfectly. So I'm doing that again in gold and silver, and then I'm putting the little planet on this mold just to keep it stable and it won't roll around. And I'm putting on these little caps. I have no idea what they're called, charm caps. That sounds good. Anyway, they're these little caps and they have little hoops at the end, so you can put them on jewelry, you know, you can see it. And then next up, after I did that to all of them, I'm putting on these little hoops. I'm using some more tiny silicone molds to keep it all in place while I glue it on with UV resin. And this is what it looks like. It's a little planet. And here you can see how I'm doing it with the other planets too. Adding a nice layer of UV resin on it too as a kind of top coat. And here are all the planets. I just love seeing them like that. There's so many. They're so tiny and so cute. I think they turned out really well. Then next up, I have to assemble all the pieces. So first off, I'm drilling in a hole in the moon. If you saw it correctly, the mold already had a little hole, but I had to make some extra molds for the moons, and then I had to drill them, and you know, anyway, I drill a hole in them. Then I got these little beads as a little accent. I think they're very cute. They look kind of marbled. For each earring, I'm picking out a bead and also all the little jewelry pieces that I'm gonna need. So the hoops and the little jump rings and these sticks that I'm threading through the bead and then shaping. I don't know what they're called in any language. I don't know what they're called. These little sticks that you can bend into hoops. Anyway, I threaded the bead onto the little hoop and on the little stick and made a hoop. This is a great tutorial. And then I put that on the big hoop like you saw, and then I'm threading the little earring hooks together with the moon and also threading that through the big hoop. So it's all on there and it all looks good. Ta-da! There it is. Beautiful. And then for the other side, I'm threading the planet and the earring hook together. Unfortunately, outside of the frame because I didn't pay attention. I'm sorry about that, but I'm sure you can imagine what that was like. And then I'm threading that also on the big hoop, like so, and yeah, that's basically it. Lastly, I closed the big hoop with some UV resin so the charms don't fall off. And yeah, this is basically it. These are the finished earrings. They're looking very cute. And yeah, I basically then did the process with all the other colors. Let me know which color you would choose, which color and which metal type. I personally really like the black and white ones because I only ever wear black and white, so yeah. But here are all the finished ones. Looking very cute. If you're interested in buying them, I'll put them on my Etsy, link it below. Yeah, fun stuff. This was good. Alright, so we're done. I'm not gonna try on the final results because of course if I'm gonna sell them, you know, that wouldn't be very clean if I put them on. These ones are the silver and purple ones. Pretty. Looking good. Very pretty. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Now that's an earring. And here are the gold white ones. These are the ones that are kinda inspired by the first earrings I made a few months ago. Sure you can imagine it would look good. I'm sorry. I'm a little sleepy. Alright, so that's it. If you like them, check them out, and yeah. Stay happy, stay healthy, have a good day. Bye bye.